上期采访俄军车臣军士兵 Zulu， 很多朋友问的几个问题先回答一下。第一，为何 Zulu 英文这么好？其实很多俄国人的英语都挺不错的。我们印象中俄国人的英文应该是 Hello my friend, welcome to my channel, let's talk about Ukraine。这是好莱坞给大家的刻板印象。俄国英文说得好的人是很多的，以前我在外国接触的俄国人英文普遍很好，而且人家也看哥斯拉这种电影好不好？打亚速营的时候还在聊哥斯拉，你感受一下，全世界的年轻人爱好都差不多的。第二 ，Alex 是谁？这哥们儿是 IP 在加拿大的军事博主，频道叫 History Legends。开战前他讲的是各国军事历史和战例，2022年开战后他才开始讲俄乌的战线和分析。Zulu 自己也说，他在前线没事的时候也看 Alex 的频道，觉得挺有意思，所以主动找到 Alex， 愿意分享自己在一线的战场经验。上期讲到 Zulu 跟队友清理建筑时遇到亚速营，本期我们继续听。
Was snipers a problem?
Snipers were a big, huge pain in the ass. Usually, we had a BTR sitting in the back. They won't help us with clearing the apartments, but they were like anti-sniper vehicles or something.
Okay.
Because we would call in the radio, our team leader would call in the radio to the BTR guy, give him the coordinates, and he would just blow up this whole window where he was sitting in.
And can you explain a little bit the tactics that you used to counter snipers apart from the BTR? So how does it happen? Because imagine you walk on the street and the sniper is gonna fire first, right? How do you avoid this kind of scenario?
If you know that you're going in a rough alley, that there's gonna be enemies, you would turn on your contacts so you hear where the direction goes on. And if the shots come out and the shots fired, you immediately take cover. Try to locate the sound of it. And then you just report back because it's not our job to counter snipe. There was sound of sniper, there's sniper on this side, and they would just, through the binoculars, they would just check up for him.
Oh, okay. I see.
They always told us don't try to locate the sniper because it's not your job. You have to, your job is to clear buildings, not like counter snipe someone, or something like that.
Very interesting. What about mines? Did you encounter mines?
Lots of leaf mines, like those green ones. Usually they was done by Azov soldiers. If we go to this building and there are Azov battalions, Azov fighters, after them there would always be mines in there. Because there's a mine called MN50 or something like that. It stands for Mina Najimnaya. It means the mine that you step on. And there were lots of improvised explosive devices done by regular soldiers, like putting a grenade on the stick and taking the pin off. But usually all this stuff is cleared by sappers before we go inside the building. So still we have to stay vigilant because they don't go inside the same apartment though.
Okay, so before attacking, the path you would use would be cleared by the sappers. You follow that path safely, and then you assault or clear the area.
Yeah, we're one of the last guys who would jump into the conflict though. We would stay in the back. When the assault brigades and sappers are working, we would stay in the back.
这里就讲到战场的分工了。Zulu 提到的4个单位：突击队负责第一波进攻，攻占敌方的阵地。第二，预备队就是 Zulu 所在的单位，作为第二波部队，不负责攻坚，只负责清理建筑。第三 ，BTR 专门对付狙击手。第四，工兵负责排雷。他们各自分工，干各自专业的事，没有谁包办所有事情。一个人单挑对方一个连，上天入地无所不能的事，主要出现在好莱坞的电影里。我们接着看。
Counter reserves and all that stuff, reload our magazines, you know how it goes.
I know a lot of people would be interested to know what equipment you would use, what gear you would use before going on a mission. How much ammo, how many grenades?
A regular assault soldier would use like 8 magazines and assault vests. 8 magazines, assault vests, 3 grenades, 2 smoke grenades. Usual equipment like VKPO equipment. They gave us like the MPL 50s, the shovels, the infamous shovels we took Bakhmut with. And we had 6B43 or no, 47 was a helmet, 43 was the vest. Like we would put the regular vest on and we had like extra abdomen protection like this.
Yeah, okay.
And we had those shoulder pads filled with Kevlar, but many would probably just take them off, you know.
Oh, why?
Because it immobilized you a lot. And if you're shot in the shoulder, it will be even worse for you if the bullet goes through the Kevlar and hits your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
这个挺有意思的。说到了西方媒体抹黑俄军瓦格纳的事儿，之前巴赫穆特战役，瓦格纳的士兵进攻时经常带着工兵铲，西方媒体就抓着这一点说，你看瓦格纳的囚犯就会带着工兵铲冲锋，还拿出著名的二战电影《布列斯特要塞》里面苏联红军拿着工兵铲冲锋的照片来说，你看俄国人一直是这么打仗的。这事儿有个问题，就是瓦格纳只拿着工兵铲就击败乌军主力，重创乌军27个旅，然后用工兵铲打下了巴赫穆特。
牛逼！
后来这事儿在俄国电报群里成了一个梗，就是我们主要靠工兵铲打下了巴赫穆特，所以 Zulu 才会用那种开玩笑的语气说，你看我也有工兵铲哦，就像我们在巴赫穆特用的那种，你们怕不怕？
牛逼！Yeah, no, 牛逼！
我们接着看。
And you got me intrigued with that mission you said when you had the barrel towards you.
It was not a regular mission by any means. It was not a basement. It was not an apartment. It was like an abandoned factory building. You know, in Azovstal, there's a lot of
Azovstal factories.
There was a factory, like a 2-story building in the factory. We were sitting on top of the building, and the guys started coming out from the bunkers. The bunker system, because you can just enter from this side, go out from another side, and all that stuff. They would maneuver like in Vietnam in these tunnels, and we had no balls to go in there because it's like a certain death. So we're taking positions at the factories, and Ukrainians came on the first floor. Okay. We didn't notice them, and they just went right from the underground to the first level, and we didn't notice them in time. There was our improvised mine traps. We used improvised mine traps on the first floor. So one of them went off right when they were on the first floor. The grenade explodes and the firefight starts. We just start spraying on the first floor after we know that this is this enemy. The firefight started after we start spraying on the first floor. The mag is empty after the spraying is done. And I look down just to check what's going on. And there's a barrel sticking out the wall like this. The guy just pushed himself like this, and the barrel was looking straight at me. And I just zoomed in this barrel. I even saw the rifling of the barrel. I remember it was an AKM he had. I just zoomed in the barrel. I just froze there. And I don't know how I survived because he started firing and I just pushed away from that. Maybe the barrel wasn't looking at me, but maybe I thought about it. Maybe I was like too focused on it. But Allah saved me this time.
Wow.
And I just pushed myself away because I was frozen. When I saw every inch of the movement he made with the gun. I saw the gun come out. I saw the barrel. I saw his fingers squeezing the trigger. That's why I pushed myself back. This was like all in slow motion. And this moment still to this day haunts me in my dreams sometimes. Sometimes it comes up and I'm like, oh, this again. Yeah, and I pushed myself away. We lost 2 men there on the second floor. We were saved by other squads who were coming in this first floor, like to save us. They pushed forward to save us, so we can save our asses there.
Okay, how many were you on the first floor? The second floor, how many?
12 or 13 guys were there, and 2 didn't make it back home. And one of those missions, when I was leading a squad, you can see my eye. This eye is a little. It looks like a lazy eye. Because there was a mine explosion when I went in, and that metal dust just hit me in the eye because I had no eye pro. We're not Americans to use those fancy glasses. This metal shrapnel, it was like a little tiny like metal dust hit me in the eye. Shrapnel was stuck in my shoulder pads, and the side plates. Yeah, the side plates were in the shrapnel, and my shoulder was in the shrapnel. And here you can see scars. I don't know if you can see them. The scars from the shrapnel.
We can't really see, but
on my hand.
Maybe if you send me the pictures, I can post it when I edit. Okay, so that happened after the firefight, I assume, right? So a couple days after?
The mine thing was like my first day of leading the squad.
Oh.
Yeah, I just went inside like nothing's gonna happen. I just blow right.
And what happened then? Wow.
It was a tripwire mine or something like that.
Okay. So, and what happened after you got wounded?
The guy just pulled me out there, and I was in the middle of tying myself up when this guy just starts pulling me, and I'm like, stop doing that. I want to tie myself up. And, what the fuck are you doing? So I was in panic, to be honest.
And you were brought to the rear, and the mission was stopped, I assume, right?
Yeah, the mission was stopped. I was brought to the rear. I treated my injuries, but it wasn't like anything lethal. My eye was bleeding a bit, but it was fine. It wasn't like a lethal thing, or I was able to fight more. That's what they said.
Okay. And how long did it take you to recover from this?
Recovery went fast because those were a little bit scars here, not too deep, because it was that green leaf mine, you know.
Okay.
It was a leaf mine on the tripwire.
Okay.
It wasn't too deep, so the hand recovered quickly. But the main problem is this eye. I still go to the eye doctors to see that.
Do you have an example of what you mean by listening to your men?
I mean, there was a situation where we had the second team, like second SL, like my reserve SL, and we had to go through the yard at the backstage of the house. And he says that he wants to come with me, so like he could provide cover. He took 2 guys with me as an escort when we were moving through there. So the back guys should cover us. We go through, and we cover the guys on the rear. They go through.
Yeah.
When I go inside there and the squad is covering me, it's minefield everywhere, anti-personnel mines everywhere there. And I was stuck. You know what to do in the minefield. You just stay in place. You don't do anything. You don't go back. You don't go forward. You don't sit down. You just stay in place. So that's where I called my squad leader in the radio and told him to call for sappers because I'm stuck in the fucking minefield right now.
Yeah.
If he was there, he wouldn't be able to do anything because when you're on a minefield, you can't even find words to was more useful in there than with me. But I tried to listen to him, but made my own decision on the front. And he later told me that it was a good decision not to bring me there. Probably because he didn't want to be in the minefield, but still.
So how did you get out of that minefield?
The sappers came, they showed us the safest road, and we just stepped out of it. They tried to disarm a couple of mines behind us. We were like 2 or 3 2 lines of mines inside. I don't know how we did not blow up there, but we were like 2 minefields, 2 mine lines inside, like a couple of meters, 3 meters inside of the minefield. That's it. We're in the minefield, 3 lines deep in the minefield. That's it.
Horrible.
We have no communication whatsoever except our squad leaders. And he called in the sapper team. We spent there like 3.5 hours or something like that.
No.
Staying just in place. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that must have seemed like an eternity.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was hungry. I was hungry like a beast after that. All
so
of
you
my
had to stay
calories went
standing.
into maintaining. Yeah.
Oh my God, you can't move. Oh wow.
Thank you for listening to me, and I just wanted to let everyone know what's happening on the front or what's happening at the Ukrainian war. I have a personal experience, because we always review it as maps, as what's happening inside. We just do the red checking for Russia and the blue one for other side. And I just always wanted to tell people what it's like to be on these red squares and red territory.
Thank you for participating, Zulu, and we'll keep in touch.
Zulu 的采访原篇特别长，以上是我截取了其中我觉得重要的部分给大家分享。我说一下我的感受。第一，车臣军是很擅长巷战的。开战后，车臣军参与的几次重大战役，2022年3月的马里乌波尔战役，4到5月的布帕斯纳亚，6到7月的北顿战役等等。车臣军参与的基本都是城市攻坚，俄军用来攻坚的主要是2支部队，车臣和瓦格纳。车臣人的巷战是很强的，不信可以问问经历过车臣战争的俄国人，比如斯特列科夫。第二，战场上到处都是意外。我们看 Zulu 几次遇险活下来，什么讨论哥斯拉遇到敌军开火，冲进建筑被雷炸伤，马里乌波尔工厂里遇到敌人袭击，不小心和队友踩到雷区等等。你很难预测战场上会发生什么。对于一名普通的士兵来说，随便犯个错误都可能当场挂掉。我希望 Zulu 的采访能让大家多少感受到一名士兵经历真实战场的凶险。第三，不要拿自己的爱好挑战别人吃饭的专业。Zulu 不是一名毫无经验的志愿兵，他曾在车臣内务部服役，专门对付毒贩和非法军火商。他自己也说，进攻建筑、清理房间，跟他在车臣警察部队干的事差不多。这样一名警察放在我们日常生活中，或者开玩笑说校园霸凌里面，那绝对是食物链的顶端。但在车臣军里，他都不是突击队，只是第2波预备队。而且你看 Zulu 到了马里乌波尔什么感受？直接吓尿了，遭遇敌人，正面交火，遇上地雷等等。多少次跟死神擦肩而过，哪怕经历了1年的战争，他还是心有余悸。所以我们不要觉得战争是很容易的事儿，尤其是有些身体素质好、健身房练过的哥们儿，不要以为身体强壮就能上战场了。巨石强森来了，也就是一炮解决。你能活着见到敌人就不错了，这还是有炮兵优势的俄军这边。想象一下，你是没有炮兵优势的乌军，别说冲锋到俄军阵地前见到敌人，你就算开着豹2坦克冲过来，也不一定能活着见到敌人。所以我们应当敬畏在战场上发生的事儿。我们没有生活在一个和平的年代，只是有幸生活在一个和平的国家。今年我发现俄乌双方一线士兵接受采访的视频很多，大家感兴趣的话，今后我还可以不定期的找一些给大家分享。感谢大家的收看，喜欢的朋友欢迎点赞或打赏支持我的视频，我们下期再会。